Okay, so one of my favorite pieces of Plano's past is right here behind me, and it's the Heritage Homestead Museum. You can see a little bit of one of the buildings. The house is right over here. This is where the entrance is. Now, it's not open this time of year except for special events. They're going to have a wine walk. They're going to have Christmas lighting. You can go online and get tickets. They've already started selling those. Let's see if you can see over my shoulder a little piece of the house behind me. That sun is really in my eyes. You can see it there. And so this homestead is a little piece of Plano's heritage right in the middle of town. And it is 4 acres with 15 buildings. And a lot of the year it's got farm animals out. They'll have special events. I've been here before with my sketching group. We've gone out and drawn the buildings. That's really been fun. And it's funny, it's right here on a busy road. You might not even notice it if you didn't know it was here. There's a Popeyes right behind us. And something that I always laugh that Plano's always doing this. I think there's buried treasure under the roads here because they are always digging up roads. And even today, I can show you what's going on right here behind me. Look at that. Yep, digging up the road. Digging up the road. This is a Plano thing. They dig up the roads and put them back. So who knows how many times that spot's been dug up. But the Heritage Museum, you get to really see what it was like. And it's a great educational place to bring your kids so they can see what it would have been like in 1891, late 19th, early 20th century, what farming was like here in Plano. And that's a lot of what was going on here for many, many years.
Texas isn't just a place, it's a promise. Texas opens doors to opportunities. It's big land and bold living. And whether it's city lights or country nights, Texas has it all. No state income tax, a booming economy, strong values, strong families. Your future starts here. Buy bold, live free, and own Texas. Your only decision is where to live in Texas. Whether you savor wide open skies or skyline views, our team in Dallas and trusted partners across Texas are here to guide you every step of the way. To be a part of Texas tomorrow, call today. Don't delay. Call Janée.
Hi friends, are you wondering where to live in Dallas, Texas? Well, you've landed on the right channel because we are here to spill the tea on the lifestyle and homes in the Big D. And today we are in downtown Plano. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Plano's past, present, and future. And we're going to walk through here a little bit. I'll show you the farmers market downtown. This isn't a big downtown, but you'll know when you're downtown because you'll be on 15th Street and you'll be driving on these little red brick streets. But I wanted to show you, I was just in here a minute ago. I got these little baby honey bears and some sweet potatoes for dinner that my daughter wanted. Got homegrown tomatoes. They've got a little case of tamales. We're at Georgia's farmers market downtown Plano, and it's open throughout the year. And it's got like some special homemade sausages. We've got fresh produce, canned things, local honey. There's some dried fruit. I think those look really good, the little dried apples. So you can also just pick up a snack for walking around downtown. Or you can pick up the stuff you need to make dinner. And they've got some things in the freezer. They've got some beautiful looking frozen peaches, elderberry syrup. Don't think you can get that everywhere. That sounds really interesting, elderberry syrup. So anyway, we're at Georgia's farmers market downtown. And we are gonna go across the street here. Actually, I can show it to you from right here, a little better. But behind me is the Interurban Railroad Museum. It's right here. And this is the original depot of the 1908 electric train that came through Plano, connecting Plano all the way up north to Denison. But it was actually 1872 that the first railroad came to Plano, and a year later it was incorporated. And I have a question for you, a little Texas trivia, see if you know the answer to this. But how did Plano, Texas get its name? Do you know? Because if you don't and you listen, you're gonna find out. So listen up. All right, going to Haggard Park here. This park gets used for a lot of stuff. Oh, by the way, you see all these condos behind me, apartments? That wasn't there. That is some of the newer construction in Plano. And downtown has already been revitalized a lot. I think it's going to continue to happen, and you might want to live in this area. It is a nice area. Okay, so you can see the train behind me. It's beautiful. It's fenced off, so you can't get up too close to it. And Haggard Park, it's got a beautiful fountain behind me there. It has a gazebo. I see people are taking photos. A lot of events take place here, including every Christmas, they have Dickens in the park. And kind of, if you know Ebenezer Scrooge and his Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future, that's a little bit what we're talking about today. Past, present, and future of Plano. So Dickens in the park. I know when I've been before, taking the girls to have some pictures of them with the Santa and Mrs. Claus. I think they came down here with their dolls that day. I remember the day. And you can't see it, but over here is the Plano Arts Building, where there's a lot of art exhibits. And this is kind of the arts district in downtown Plano. Smaller scale than downtown Dallas, but very proud of it. Don't have, Plano doesn't have so many really old buildings. In the 50s, I believe it was in the 50s, JCPenney moved its headquarters here from Missouri. And that kind of started Plano becoming not just as much about the farming as it became business hub. And that's only become more so since then. But this is where Plano, like a lot of small towns in the South, or just really in the US, started up around the railroad, because that's where they could put their crops and get them delivered. And that's also where how people could move around. And if you'll notice behind me, the sunset. So last night, we actually had an unusual evening. And if you took out your camera here in North Texas and left the shutter on, you could see the faint red glow of the northern lights. So I actually got to see that last night. And here comes Dart rail train. It's about 3, 4, 5, 6 on that one. You can take this to downtown Dallas. So I'm losing my light. And actually, I just did this whole circuit and I didn't have my microphone connected properly. I'm really thinking about firing this microphone. That is, can't see it too well, but there's a stage right there for downtown events that used to not be here. Here's a little ice cream shop, gelato shop. You can take the kids, well, or anybody that likes gelato. I don't guess that's just kids. We've got the Fillmore Pub behind me, and I am at Vickery Park Eatery and Lounge. This is an event center right here that you can rent out. There's a lot of parking on the street. It does fill up though. And there's a little bit of a parking lot there by that stage. There's really not much parking at the farmer's market. I just kind of got lucky. And, oh, here's the event center right there. Well, let me back up. Choo-choo-choo. The way the light is, you can see straight in. Look at that. Been to art exhibit in there before. And, okay, this is good coffee. Lima Coffee. See a steakhouse across the street. Coming up here on a barber shop and Jorg's Cafe Vienna. That is Austrian cuisine and beer garden. So if you like German food, you'll like what they have. It says Willkommen on the entrance. I haven't been here in a long time. It's pretty small, so it can get kind of full, but you can get your little taste of Bavaria there. And I'm gonna cross the street. I'm just going down this one little block because this is kind of most of it. I'm gonna spin around, and behind me is other coffee shop I really like, 1418. I was there one time and I left my earbuds and they held them aside for me and went back and got them. I was very happy. They were very honest about that. Okay, this says Sutton Place. This looks like a lot of wood carving items. Very interesting. Lockhart Smokehouse, barbecue behind me, and a little boutique. It was just open a minute ago. Got some corporate lawyers here. It's like a little bookshop. I don't know, like, and then this steakhouse looks pretty good. This is Bar Ranch Steak Company, and not very many tables. Looks very cozy though. Might want to make reservations if you're going to go there because they don't have a lot of tables. This is a cute little shop for little Barker. And okay, here, looks like it's closed right now. I don't know why. Maybe it opens later. This is called Better Than Sex, a dessert restaurant. So there you go. You can kind of see in there, it's very red and cozy. I don't know what kind of desserts they have, but they must be amazing. So might want to skip the gelato and come over here. I don't know. Or go to Yorg's and have a schnitzel. Oh, and this pizza place. They have like a cool upstairs, Urban Crust. You can see that behind me. And there's a little bit of live music going on at this stage now. It's just a beautiful night tonight. It's not too windy. It's really pretty. Can you hear him? He's not even on the stage. He's just playing some music there. So this used to be all parking. There is some parking behind this. But if you try to kind of get here before an event really gets going, you can park pretty easily. Otherwise, you may have to walk a ways, just like any downtown. And hey, I wanted to say, you know, if you're thinking about Dallas, maybe some of the suburbs, Plano was really built out 80s, 90s. That's gonna be the majority of the homes here, even some before. The newer things are gonna be like townhomes or something really probably without a yard or something that's been scraped, but there's not a whole lot of scraping going on. There's more remodeling and updating that goes on in Plano than scraping. But you can find, you know, if you're looking for one story, you can find a lot of those here. Also a lot of big 2 stories for family. You're gonna find that convenience of getting to downtown. If you work in Frisco, you can get there easily, or if you work downtown, you can get there easily. You've got really great access here in Plano, and you have great schools. So we've just kind of walked through Plano's past and present, because a lot of the downtown you can see on the facades of the buildings, those are very old, but all the shops are new, and the railroad has been so nicely preserved, and they have story time on Fridays for the kids. Okay, so I am out here having a night of it. My microphone not working, my selfie stick just completely broken in half, and I'm using my arm. So behind me is a little bit of no longer what would be Plano's future, but Plano's present. This is the 12th Street line, the Silver Rail in Plano that will give you a 55-minute commute to the airport. Now, they don't really recommend that you leave your car here when I was reading online, but they do, you know, so they say like drop off if you can. So you can see up here on the, right up there, where the current DART rail runs. And then this is, like I said, the brand new Silver Line depot behind me. Hi, so now we're going to talk a little bit about Plano's present. And I am at the Lexus Box Garden at the food hall. It shops at Legacy. And this little area used to be a little free hangout. You could get a table, go to a free concert. Now you got to get a ticket. So you have to look online and plan ahead a little to come to this. But the reason I picked this location to talk about Plano's present is because this food hall is amazing. It's got a little bit of everything, kind of like Plano. So tonight I was having daughter with my 19-year-old, who both of my daughters went to Plano schools all the way through. And I said, you know, about what percentage of kids at school you think had a different language as their first language? And she said, yeah, maybe half. And anyway, the statistics are, I think it's just under 40% of the kids in school, or Plano's population, speaks a language other than English at home as their primary language. So that gives you an idea of the kind of diversity in Plano. Also, when the girls started the school in Plano, I believe it was 37 or maybe 50 other languages spoken. Now there's 95 other languages spoken by these kids in school. So there's huge diversity here. And Plano now today is the number 4th most populated city in Dallas-Fort Worth. First is Dallas, then Fort Worth, and then Arlington, which is a suburb of Fort Worth, and then Plano. And it clocks in at just under 300,000 people now. Plano also planned well ahead. They have really nice parks and trails. And just like you can go to Oak Point, there's 800 acres at Oak Point, 200 acres at Arbor Hills, one of my favorites. And the trees have really grown up around Plano. It really is, the planning that was done a long time ago for the parks and the trees in Plano has really grown out. Now with that, you've got West Plano that really got built out in the 90s. And then Central before that, and the East even a little bit before that, maybe 70s, a little bit 80s. So you have also homes that have been around a while. And so if you want a new home, it's a little bit harder to find in Plano, but there's some really great homes. There were great homes built at that time, and you can always update the kitchen or something like that. And some have already been updated. We're going to take a little walk into the food court. I see, just said Van Halen. They do a lot of these cover bands here. So there's a Van Halen cover band coming. You just have to check the website, what's coming, and get your tickets. But also about 30% of Plano's population is foreign born. So truly do it's part of why, like if you like a lot of different, if you're a foodie, you're going to love it, because we've got not just like your Texas stuff, like your brisket here. So my one side, I'm walking through the food hall now. There's a wine bar. There is a sushi kitchen, Blister Indian restaurant, Whisk Crepe Cafe. I think I went to the one at Bishop Arts. They have a gluten-free crepe you can get. Philly cheesesteak, hibachi ramen. We've got ice cream, of course. Chilangos tacos. I saw a velvet taco. There's a cotton snow, a waffle company, Bondi bowls. I don't even know what that is, but it looks sweet and delicious. There's some seafood, Doc Local, Son of a Butcher, Slider Bar, another Japanese restaurant in front of me. And we're going to go upstairs. So I see people here on dates, people meeting their friends, family night out. Everybody can order what they want. You really can experience a lot. But I feel like this food hall sort of exemplifies what Plano is. It's multicultural and high end. So you're going to get to have some of the best of what all those cultures have to offer. And come up here, it feels more almost like a brewery with the big vats up here. And there's like a little, more of like a bar area up here, but it's also very family friendly. Lots of strollers, lots of kids. This is sort of the second level looking down on the stage. So on a night like tonight, and it's a beautiful night, just get your food, come up here at second level, grab yourself a lounge chair, and there's still fun music playing. It's a really fun place. So if you come to visit Plano, you might want to come by here, check out the food, see if you like the energy. But it gives a sampling of what Plano has to offer. Hey, so let's take a minute here to talk about a couple other things about Plano's present is the corporate presence. Plano also has currently a really great corporate presence with Toyota's headquarters, JP Morgan, Liberty Mutual. We've got Frito-Lay, FedEx, Office, Boeing. And in the future that's coming to Plano, I think one thing that's going to happen more in the future is like what happened at Collin Creek Mall, where the mall was torn down and we're getting apartments townhomes, mixed use kind of living in that area, something new. We're going to see more of that, where some of the older comes down and the new goes in. And also there is going to be Next Point's TXS Life Sciences Center. So there's going to be a whole district, 135 acres near where the former EDS was. And that's going to bring a lot of jobs. It's a $4 billion addition to Plano. And it's going to put Plano on the map for bio-life sciences. So I think, kind of understanding the past, the railroad, the farming, what people did early on, and then what, corporations like JCPenney moving here did to change the landscape of Plano, and then just jobs, attracting people from all over the world. About 60% of the population have a bachelor's degree or greater. So it creates, my kids love to learn about different cultures and things like that. And I think part of that is just that they grew up around kids from all over the world. And I think the future of Plano is also going to continue to be more international, more business minded. And we're going to have, I think, some areas with a little bit more denser living and the mixed use kind of thing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about Plano's past, future, and present. And if you want to have Plano in your future, you think you want to live here or someplace else in Dallas, just keep us in mind. Remember that we are here making videos every day. If you could just like our channel and subscribe, that helps out a lot with helping us continue to be here to serve you. And my team and I, we want to get you around and get the best fit for you when you move to Dallas, if this is the place for you. So remember, don't delay, call Janée and book a Zoom today. Okay, so I just popped in here at Tecovas, and I have this white pair, this Annie, that I'm really thinking about. Really like this pair right here. Can you see it? It's like a turquoise tip in black, turquoise and black. And that one's called the Loretta. So anyway, just tried them on, maybe, I don't know. What do you think? The Loretta or the, I also tried on these red ones, the tall red ones, or the tall turquoise and black.